Hello everyone, this is Janet from Mixed Media Mama. Thank you so much for coming back. I so appreciate it. All those people who are new, welcome. And all of the yous that have been here before, welcome back. I appreciate. This is a journal for my husband. He's been asking me to make him a journal for his pictures of when he went flying. He is a pilot. It's just a hobby that he has, but it's kind of turned into a passion. So I thought I would give you the first sneak peek first. So I used many things. I used paper from 49th and Market. I used all Elizabeth Craft design dies and stamps. And then of course you can see the planner is from Elizabeth Craft Designs also. I just wanted to kind of explain where I allowed the text. I just made this whole journal for him just to tuck in pictures. He doesn't have to do anything. If he wants to write a few words, he can, but it's all about tucking in pictures. So I just really wanted to show you at this very first one, there is a tag right here. And here is where he can put the pictures in, right there. There's really nothing special. I just use a collaboration, a lot of the planners and a lot of the art journals specials. Actually, it was art journal specials, planner essentials, Annette Green's elements, and sidekicks. So it was kind of 4 of them, but I really wanted to use some of just a collaboration of everything, tell you the truth. So basically, here is a place to put pictures right here, and then he can journal right here. Another place to, actually, this is a nice, here's a place for pictures. I just love, I try to put things aviation in there. There's another slot for a picture right there. And of course, this big side. This was that envelope of Esther's. I'm getting things all mixed up here. And I just really, sorry about that. I really just enjoyed using Esther's dies, but there again, I used a lot of the Elizabeth Craft. Of course, this is one of the large Tim Holtz embossing dies. It's the 3D A5, and of course a aeronautical map. And that's, we live in Nebraska, so this is a Nebraska map. Of course, here is a nice little tuck spot where he could put pictures, and all he has to do is tuck them in there. And then this is just a trifold. And this first one is a nice little envelope. I don't have anything in here, but I'm going to show you that you can, it goes like there. And here is just a nice little paper clip, literally paper clip, place to journal, and a place to put pictures right there. And this all goes behind this picture. So this was a really fun one using the arrows. Of course, I just put them all together. I figured that he could probably put a picture right here. Or if he wanted to put another picture right there, he can. And then on the back, he could do the opposite of this and this. And he could put a third picture right there. It's just different ways of using those tucks. I know a lot of that you have seen that these go right onto the pages, and here is just a little journaling spot. But it all looks very cohesive. Here is a belly band that he can put pictures there, and here's another tuck spot right there, and there's a nice tall and long, and he could either attach a picture on this and write on the back. It just totally depends on what he likes to do. Here's another folder. This folder is from Devid's Art Journal Specials, and of course he could put 2 pictures right there. It is a tuck spot, so he can put another set of pictures here, and of course he can add some more pictures right in there. That is where that big large tag is. This was really interesting. I love working with frames, and this is a piece of mica, and how I attached, it's just 2 frames that I sewed each frame separately, and then I glued them together. And before I attached this piece of mica is really hard to glue and stay glued. So I sewed this one and tacked the mica to this frame, and then I sewed that frame, and then put the small frame on top of the large one, and then it just made into a nice tuck spot. And of course you can see how I zigzagged it all around here, so that secures it. This one, I had a lot of fun with this. Oh my gosh. At first, it's that little envelope, and I put it upside down because I did that for a reason. And here's a nice light, left it open when I glued this little, I call it a little envelope box, I just glued it onto the 3 edges, so I could put this little tiny tag. This tag is probably about 1.5 by 4. And of course this beautiful collage. And I want to bring this up to you. This postcard right here, it is a full postcard. And what this postcard is, I shouldn't say it is. It's just a postcard. And of course, obviously, you can see that I put it through the Tim Holtz embossing folder. But this postcard is a piece of my husband's reminders of he needs to get something annualed. And so he recognized it right off, and I thought that was just a great addition that I could use, something that just a daily reminder or a yearly reminder that he needed, and then I incorporated that into the whole collage. And of course, this is just empty. I loved this. This was so much fun to make, And of course, I needed to, this guy is so cool. And this, of course, this is a tuck. But look at all the stamp. I had so much fun stamping. Esther, that is just brilliant. Just brilliant. And here is another tuck spot and a journal spot also within an envelope. And another little spot. And these little, some of them are dies from the Rolodex that Esther had, I believe. And I incorporated them into journaling cards for the planner. And this is a great one. I made my own, I'm going to say, stickers, so to speak. I love certain types of paper, and I used it just to, I scanned it and used it in, I just love the colors, and I knew I wanted to have those colors, made it into a sticker. You can get it's easy, look up YouTube videos on how to make your stickers, from anything around, and you can do it. It's so easy, but I loved using this, and I just made it a nice little collage all around, and I love making collages. It's just so cool. And of course, here's a belly band, and makes it right into a nice tuck. This is the aeronautical maps. They're old, but I opened them up and made it into that he can just slide a picture in just like that, and it's the same way on the top. He can just slide a picture, and if he needs to write, he can just write, and of course the paper clip goes right there to keep everything secured. And here's another little notes and facts. Another little belly band like I had before. Love the collage. So there is an area to put a picture, and another area that you can put another picture there, and the final, he can put many pictures in here. And this is just a nice little tab. We all recognize that one from Esther's latest release, I believe. And here is just an upside down tuck pocket. He can put a picture right like that. I love just incorporating different things and putting them together, and of course I sewed it all in. Now we're getting to the end. I made this is a 2 pocket. Here is, he can put a picture right there, and then he can put another picture right there. He can journal on the back. This one is similar but different. I'm going to take this out so you can see. Bring it up just a little bit. This is a flip out, but I want you to look at that front. That is just so cool. Just really taking pieces and keeping that aviation theme right there. Flip it open, and you can have tuck spot. He can put a picture right there. I left this open so he can put that picture right there and close it right there. Wow, I can just fit. I love stamping, I love embossing. Sewing is my game. I absolutely love sewing. It just adds so much wonderful visual texture. Here again is a tuck spot. Love how this whole thing started, and then he can add more pictures or journal. I know he has a lot of pictures and a lot happening in those pictures. This is his first journal, and he asked me last year, actually. This is a threesome tuck area. He's got a place right here, and we all recognize that beautiful lattice. Oh, that's just gorgeous. Nice little collage. Another tuck spot right here. And then the final, this is going to be another tag. I think I'll just keep it open also for some more pictures. But yeah, this is last year he finally asked me if I could make him a journal. And I picked his brain, and he wanted something very simple. And yes, this is simple, and it's all about aviation antiques specifically. So I wanted to share it with you. Thanks for coming along, and like and share, and let me know what you think down below. Take care. Bye.